Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Heart Failure But Strong. I was in the process of doing a video earlier, but unfortunately I had a very low battery, so I decided it wasn't going to continue with that video. However, I did manage to do one with Penny in it, so I will post that video along with the one that I'm going to post now. So just a little bit of an update, because I know obviously I've not been on for a while. Gosh, excuse the fact my camera skills aren't very steady there. That's better. Yeah, I've had flu, and it has completely floored me, and I've been so ill with it. Very nearly ended up in A&E because my temperature spiked to 40, which is obviously rather high. I mean, 37 was bad enough, but when it spiked to 40 a couple of times, that was very unpleasant. However, with plenty of paracetamol and also making sure I took my Oromorph in the morning and again in the evening, I did manage to keep myself at home this time, because I do remember I had pretty much exactly the same thing. Well, it was exactly the same thing about a year ago, and I probably was just as poorly this time as I was last time, but I was very determined to keep myself out of hospital. I mean, I've got literally a mini hospital ward in my bedroom. I've got thermometers, obviously I've got my pain medication, I've got pretty much everything that I need here. So going into hospital wouldn't, although obviously I would have been monitored closely, they wouldn't have actually done anything else, and certainly wouldn't have done anything different. The one thing it has done, which again it did exactly the same when I got it last year, is it's completely bodged up my INR, which is my warfarin levels. So at the moment we're on no warfarin, and that's due to get checked tomorrow afternoon, I believe. So I'm hoping, because I've not had any warfarin since, when was I advised to stop taking it? I think it's 3 days. Well, it will be 3 days by the time I get it tested tomorrow. So I'll have had 3 days with no warfarin. And again, it, like I say, with having the flu last year, it did exactly the same, because I didn't really eat anything for about 4 days, and I'm not really, although my appetite's a bit better now, it's still not amazing, but at least I am managing to eat a little bit more, and what I'm eating is relatively healthy. So yeah, so that's good. So I'm hoping tomorrow my levels will be a little bit better, and I can restart my warfarin again. I'm just really hoping it's not gone far too far the other way, but anyway, we'll see. If it has, it has. It's, you know, just unfortunately one of those things. Whenever I get an illness like this, it always just goes completely Pete Tong, as they say, and having an upset stomach has definitely not helped it, because obviously, even though I've been taking my warfarin as normal until obviously I was told not to, my body's just not been absorbing it. So yeah, it's just it's just not staying in my system. It's not stayed in my system as it normally would do. Like I say, we are definitely on the mend, definitely feeling better. I am still extremely tired. However, there is a very good reason as to why I am so extremely tired, and that is I got some results back last week. Was it last week? I can't remember now. Everything's just merged into one this sort of last 10 days or so. But yes, I had a specific iron test done, and I don't know what it was called, because I've had iron tests in the past and they've always been absolutely fine. However, this specific one that I had done showed up that I had very low iron stores and very low iron reserves, and it does mean that I do need to go and have at least 2 iron infusions. So no, that was me moving my leg, Penny, sorry. So I'm just waiting for the letter to come through for them, and then hopefully once I've started on some iron infusions, that might give me a little bit more energy. So yeah, so that's sort of been my last 10 days. As you'll see from my other video that I'm going to post, I do have Penny at the moment, who I have actually desperately missed this last sort of week to 10 days. So I'm very pleased to have her at the moment. And I've got her tomorrow, and she'll be getting picked up tomorrow evening. And like I say, tomorrow afternoon I'm at the surgery. Then Penny will get picked up later on, and then Wednesday morning I'm at the dentist. I mean, it never rains but it pours, doesn't it? Just get over flu, and then I've, got 2 appointments. 2 appointments pretty much one after the other, but anyway, that's how it goes. So yeah, I did wonder if I would have to cancel my dentist appointment purely because of how dreadful I have been. However, I think by the time Wednesday comes, I'm pretty much back to normal now anyway. And like I say, by the time Wednesday comes round, we should be definitely back on track. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in my other video, but one thing I have purchased, or rather very kindly my dad purchased it for me, is I now have a mobility scooter, which is absolutely amazing. It's only a small one because I'm only 5'1", so I don't need anything, I don't need anything outrageous. But it's absolutely amazing. I used it for 2 days, which was fab. And then obviously I got flu, and I haven't used it until, I used it the other day and then regretted it because I just felt dreadful. I knew I wasn't ready, but anyway. But I used it today. Been out quite a bit sort of this morning and into a little bit of this afternoon, so that's been really good. So I know that once I am back up to full speed, full strength, that I'll be out and about, and there'll be no stopping me. And the fact that it just means that I'm going to be able to go to the shops, and I mean, I know my parents don't mind helping out and going to the shops for me, but that's not the point. I like my independence, and having my new electric scooter has definitely given me more of my independence back, which I have definitely slowly felt that I have lost recently, because I am unable to walk very far at all now. So yes, so we've got a nice new snazzy mobility scooter, which I will do a video with me on that. I might do one tomorrow because, like I say, I am at the surgery tomorrow, so I will be using it to go there and back. So chances are I might do a video tomorrow. If not, it'll be a little bit later on in the week. It just depends how I'm feeling. It might be that I just want to, because I'll still have Penny as well, so I want to be sort of, you know, to and from the surgery as quick as I can, really. Mainly because I don't like leaving her, because she doesn't like being left, bless her. Let me just see if I can turn my camera around, which I managed to do earlier, so let's see if we can turn it round. That's not turned it round. Oh, it turned it round earlier and now it won't turn it round. And I know if I push the middle one, it'll stop it. Anyway, it's not turning it round, but I'll post you the other video of Penny as well. So yeah, that's about what's been happening with me, guys, which hasn't really been a huge amount, but and as ridiculous as it sounds, I'm actually quite glad that they've actually found that I've got low iron, because now it means that with these infusions I should have a little bit more energy, because that is one thing. Even before I got flu, my energy levels were pretty much non-existent. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't expect to be, you know, running marathons or, you know, sprinting around the block or anything ridiculous like that, but it would just be nice to not have that feeling of, you know, sort of getting to the middle of the day or early afternoon and thinking, God, I want to go to bed and sleeping for nearly 2 hours, which I have been doing, but that's mainly because I've had flu. But I think that's about it for now, guys. I'm really annoyed that I can't turn my thing round, my screen around, because I did it earlier and now it won't let me do that. Anyway, never mind. Such is life. You just have to make do with my little ugly mug, unfortunately. But there we go. At least my lips are a better colour, because I tell you something, at the beginning of the week they were horrendous. They were just blue. Well, they were purple with quite a strong hint of blue in them. They weren't good, let's put it that way. They were pretty bad. So yeah, lips are definitely a better colour, and obviously, as you can see, I've not actually got my oxygen on at the moment, mainly because obviously, as you can see, I'm in bed, but also because of having the flu and what have you, and my nose been so snotted up, excuse the expression, I've had, and my warfarin level's been completely out of whack. I've had an awful lot of nosebleeds, and my nose has been quite sore and it's very sensitive at the moment. So whilst I'm feeling okay and I'm just resting in bed, then I'm just sort of keeping my oxygen off, and then obviously I'll pop it on shortly, because somebody will be wanting to go for a wee soon, which is good, and by that I mean Penny, by the way, not myself. So yes, it will be out for a quick wee for Penny, and then it'll be a bit of a wind down for me, oxygen on. I am slightly tempted to go and get, I've got some really nice, reasonably low calorie ice lollies in the freezer, which I don't have them very often, and I certainly don't have them at this sort of time, because normally I don't eat after 6 o'clock, because I fast, but my fasting, obviously with having this flu, I haven't been fasting, and I certainly haven't been logging my food, mainly because I've not been eating. I have been slowly starting to log my food again, but like I say, I'm not actually fasting at the moment, so might just go and sneak in and get one of my little ice lollies, because that'll be nice, because I'm still, even though I don't have a temperature anymore, I am still getting hot flushes, shall we say, but I mean that could also be just, you know, part and parcel of hormones and being a woman. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I've waffled on for 15 minutes now. God, I can talk, can't I? But just before I go, guys, if there's anything you want to hear on my channel, hear about on my channel, you know, about my condition, about my life, living with a congenital heart defect, how that affects me, treatments that I've had, treatments that I might possibly need in the future, you know, anything like that, I'm very, very happy to share anything like that. I mean, I made this channel to sort of log my journey, and I don't want to say inspire people because I don't know, I almost feel like that's the wrong way to describe it, but to sort of maybe give people hope, and also to know that you are definitely, you know, anybody else dealing with any kind of chronic illness, it doesn't have to be CHD, it doesn't have to be congenital heart defect, any kind of chronic illness, whatever it is, you know, whoever wants to join my channel, you know, ask, like I say, ask questions about my condition, you know, if I can just help one person, then that'll be, you know, that'll be amazing for me, because a big part of my life has always been wanting to help people and support people. I've been very fortunate in my life that I have had a lot of help, and I've also had an awful lot of support from obviously my cardiac team, but from friends, from family, particularly my parents, from my counsellor, from my local surgery. I do feel very, very lucky and extremely blessed in that way, and I know that not everybody has been in the position that I've been in. So although obviously living with this condition is horrendous, I'm not gonna lie, I do also feel blessed in the fact of how many people that I do have looking after me and looking out for me and helping me as and when I need them to, really, and just having that support, because I think having support with any condition, like I say, whether it's with CHD, whether it's with, I know I do follow a lady, I'm sure it's Georgia, who's, I watched one of her videos today, and she's got, I do believe it's Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which until I actually started following Georgia, I wasn't aware of this particular condition. You know, so whether you're watching this channel, like I say, because you have a heart condition yourself, or whether you have any other chronic illnesses, you know, it doesn't matter, because if you have a chronic illness, no matter what it is, like I say, we all need that help and we all need that support, and it doesn't matter where it comes from or who it comes from. Yes, okay, if it's a different condition, we might not always understand that particular condition, but we can still support those people. You know, we can still be there for each other, we can still help each other, and you know, so yeah, and like I say, that was one of the main reasons I sort of made my YouTube channel, and any hints and tips on making it grow would be greatly appreciated. So yeah, but I'm going to wrap this up because I've waffled on for nearly 20 minutes now, guys. So thank you for everybody who has subscribed to my channel so far. Please everybody keep subscribing, keep hitting those likes. Please leave a comment. You know, like I say, anything you want to know about, I'm happy to answer questions. Just, you know, drop it down in the comments and I will respond to you. Might not be immediately, but I will respond to you as soon as I can, usually within a couple of days, if not before. So yeah, that's about it. And I am going to get an ice cream now, guys, because I am hot and I'm getting a bit sticky. So I'm going to go and get myself a nice ice lolly, cool myself down and chill out and watch a bit of telly. So take care, guys, stay safe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now, guys.